Thank you so much for joining us today for the Pastor's Potluck podcast. Here on the Pastor's Potluck, it's similar to a normal potluck where you might get something that you want and there may be something that you just want to pass up altogether. And that's okay. There's something here for everybody. Our goal here is to encourage you and maybe in the process entertain you. If you're ready, let's dig in. Well, thank you so much for joining us for another episode of the Pastor's Potluck. I almost said it again. Last week I said challenge. I almost said challenge. Why do I keep on wanting to say challenge?
Because you want to fight somebody.
I don't.
It's because you're listening to my preaching.
No, I don't know what it is. It's the Pastor's Potluck podcast, not challenge.
You guys did point out, though, in our service meeting this week that the last 2 weeks in a row I have challenged people to fight me over, but not like fisticuffs, but like argue with me. Yeah. But
both times
maybe that's been in your
like. There's a lot of things that we can agree to disagree or whatever, but this like if you want to fight, let's go.
Let's go. Bring the Bible. Bring the Bible. Maybe that's what's gotten in your head.
I don't know.
We're going to turn this into a challenge.
Well, we got a challenge for us today. We're talking all about candy.
Yeah. Our goal is to eat this whole lot right here.
Yeah, in an episode. Goodness gracious.
Our wives would kill us.
My doctor would kill me. Yeah. He'd be like, man, you've been pretty typically healthy all up until this point. What happened? Like your blood sugars are through the roof. So if you're watching this, we've got obviously you can see the mountain of candy that we've got on the desk in front of us, and if you're listening, we've got a mountain of candy in front of us. So our episode today is all about candy and sweets, and we've got some things that you probably would have never even thought of whenever it comes to candy. We're going to talk about some movies that deal with candy, and we're going to talk about our absolute favorites and our absolute worst. And I figured that we could just get the negative right out of the way. Because I think the last couple of episodes you've been pretty vocal about things that you don't like. But that's so let's get the worst candy out of the way.
Okay, I've already been looking down at this. So first off, I am like almost heartbroken that my two favorites aren't here, but that's neither here nor there. But I did see this one right here. Those of you that are only listening and not watching, you can't see what's in my hand. It's these little Tootsie Fruit Chews. Yeah. I get really weirded out when people like ask for these and tell me how much they like them. Yeah. It's really weird to me because I don't like Tootsie Rolls at all. Yeah. And then these are just like fruity Tootsie Rolls, I guess. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. But like I've had like I think we had these in our bucket at Trunk or Treat.
I think that's why it ended up in my bucket.
And someone came by, they were like, "Oh my, I love these." And I've had that happen like multiple times when these have been around. Yeah. That really weirds me out. I don't understand why anybody would like this.
No, that's a waste of time.
But I don't know if this is the worst. I would say anything with coconut in it. Would that be Mounds and Almond Joys? Yeah. I'm definitely out on that.
I don't like the texture. I like the flavor of coconut. Like, I like it a lot. Ugh. It's the texture of the shredded coconut. It just reminds me of eating that green grass that people put in, like, the Easter baskets, like that fake green grass.
Yeah, I don't do those. I definitely don't do any Peeps or anything with marshmallow. I don't like marshmallow. Yeah. I don't even eat s'mores. Like, when we go do stuff out at camp and there's s'mores, I just eat the candy, like the chocolate or the Reese cup or whatever it is. That's it.
See, I like marshmallows. I don't like Peeps. I almost said Meeps. Peeps. No. Peeps, I like regular marshmallows that are toasted just a little bit. I don't like them all black and burnt and everything. I just like it just a little brown, like a shade of khaki on the outside. But I can't do...
I like roasting the marshmallow. But then I give it to somebody else because I just cannot stand marshmallows. I don't like the, marshmallow
puff or the cream.
The cream. Yeah. Like, I'll put marshmallows on top of hot chocolate, and that's about the only time I'll ever do it. But I want the hot chocolate to almost melt those down to where I don't have to chew them because that's gross.
Do you like the flavor of marshmallow?
No, not really.
Is it because of your association with the texture?
I don't really know what it is. I've just never gotten down with marshmallows. Like I just don't party with them. I don't know.
Any other negative candies in the world that if we could
I'll
wipe some off the face of the earth?
Here's a hot take, which I'm full of those.
Yeah.
And this isn't a nasty candy, but I think that this is the most overrated candy in the world.
M&Ms.
M&Ms.
Like
just
plain,
like the plain.
Yeah, the plain
I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like my kids, there's that fly again. My kids love just regular M&Ms.
No.
Even as a kid, I don't remember eating these. I just don't get the infatuation with them at all.
No, it's a waste of time.
Now, peanut butter M&Ms, not peanut, because I don't really care for the peanut ones either.
Yeah.
Peanut butter M&Ms, no, I'm down. I'm down with that, but just regular M&Ms.
You like the processed peanuts.
Yeah, the peanut butter. But yeah, regular M&Ms are so overrated. I just don't understand it.
Yeah.
At all.
No, like if you're hurting for like a quick sugar high or something like that, and that's all that's there, I'll eat them.
I won't.
It's not licorice.
Oh no, that's bad too. Yeah.
If we can wipe licorice
and anything peach flavored, like you know how people like those little peach rings.
Oh, I love them, dude.
Oh my goodness, artificial peach flavoring.
Yeah.
Is so nasty.
Well,
oh my goodness.
Do you like real peach flavoring?
No, not really. but it's even worse when it's artificial. Oh man, it's just no. I like peaches, but I don't eat a lot of peaches.
Yeah,
that's just I don't know. I feel like peaches are a child's game. I don't know, like you get them in the little cups or whatever.
No, I'm talking about fresh peaches.
Yeah, no, that's weird. That's not one of the fruits that I want to have hanging around my house.
Yeah.
At the house, you will find apples and bananas like a normal human being. That's what we keep at our house.
Yeah,
apples, bananas.
We do apples, bananas. Well, we do a lot of fruit, but we do apples, bananas, blueberries.
No.
Raspberries.
No. See, here's my issue with berries, and I know this isn't a berries podcast whatsoever, but like even strawberries. I like strawberries, but I won't eat them. I think I might have told you this.
Yeah, because the little seeds.
And the same thing like blueberries, raspberries, anything like that, the texture bothers me so much, even though I actually do like the flavor.
Yeah.
Like First Watch has blueberry compote that you can get with your waffle. I just get the juices of it, though. I don't let any of the full berries come over onto the waffle. Just the juices. That's fantastic. But that's way off topic. But back to my original thing.
Dude, what about
original
Twizzlers?
M&Ms. No, I don't like Twizzlers.
No, because that's like a red licorice, right?
Yeah,
it's like a cherry licorice.
I don't like any sort of licorice or whatever you would classify Twizzlers. I do not like those at all.
Now, you're a texture guy, too. Like, is there some that you like, man, I really like the flavor of this, but the texture, I just won't eat it?
No. I'm fine with most candies when it comes to texture.
Yeah.
Really, it's just the flavor, or like with M&Ms. Like, there's nothing wrong with the flavor of M&Ms. They're just, if I had to choose, I don't know, 25 to 50 candies, I would eat before I would eat an M&M.
Yeah.
There's just nothing to them. And they have different colors for no reason. They don't even change the flavor. It's all just one flavor.
Yeah.
So that's weird. And like this brown package is not appetizing to me.
Yeah.
Whatsoever. I just plain M&Ms really bug me.
Yeah.
I don't understand people's infatuation with them.
Well, what's some of your favorites? Like if you're gonna go and you're like, okay, top 3, like in no particular order.
Top 3 in a particular order.
You've spent some time thinking of this.
Yeah, about 30 seconds ago. Number 3, Reese Cup, which used to be the top of the list, but it has been, maybe not Reese Cup. Can I just say Reese's products? And the reason I say that is I love Reese's Sticks. You ever
Reese's Sticks?
Yeah, the sticks.
No.
Oh, man. So I love those and Reese Cups. Like, they're right there. But then what dethroned Reese Cup used to be Reese Cup used to be number 1. Then I got a new number 1, and it went to number 2. But now recently, I've gotten a new number 2 in Reese's Cups, and Reese's Sticks has gone to 3. Number 2.
Wait, hold on. Do you like Reese's Pieces?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like they would be the bottom of the Reese's stuff for me.
Hierarchy.
Yeah. They're better than M&M's because at least they taste like peanut butter and not just weird chocolate. Then number 2, this happened actually for me. It solidified on Halloween this year. Hershey's Cookies and Cream.
Oh, dude. No joke.
Why have I never had a whole one of those before in my life?
Those are some of the best candy bars ever.
They were somebody around our house for Halloween was passing out. They made those. They looked like fangs, like vampire fangs or whatever for this Halloween.
Yeah.
And our kids won't eat it. And I mean, I will crush Hershey's Cookies and Cream, but I've never actually gotten a full bar of it.
Yeah.
Ever. I've only ever had the little tiny ones in my kids' candy boxes or candy bags or whatever. So that became number 2.
Yeah, it's
on Halloween. Good. So that's like it's been there like 6 weeks. Number 1, my all-time favorite candy now, which this is what overtook the Reese's stuff, is Kit Kat.
Kit Kat.
Yeah, it's my number 1.
Kit Kat?
Yeah, my number 1. I love it.
Styrofoam covered chocolate is number 1?
Number 1. No doubt about it. Number 1.
That is shocking.
And I should say that is only the chocolate-based candies.
Yeah.
Because if we get into it, like I like the gummy-based candies and I like sweet and sour type candies, but I don't consider those all in the same categories by any means.
Yeah.
Because
if you're in the mood for chocolate, then you got your top 3 for chocolate.
3.
If you're in the mood for something sour and chewy, then you got those.
The watermelon, sweet Sour Patch Kids.
Oh yeah, those are good.
My goodness. That's just those are next level.
Dude, I think top 3 for me, goodness. I'd say number 1 is probably peanut M&Ms.
Oh my goodness.
Peanut M&Ms.
That's so close to being healthy.
I like peanut M&Ms.
Yeah,
it's a classic. It's good. And see, M&M's on like this kick right now where they're trying all these other different flavors that go inside the M&M's.
Yeah, like pretzel and caramel.
Don't want that.
And stuff. Yeah.
The caramel tastes terrible.
I'm going to have a Twix.
You're fine. That's what they're there for us to eat. But the caramel is bad. I'll just like regular peanut M&Ms. Love it, love it, love it. I think a tie for second would be the Hershey's Cookies and Cream, which is really good. But I also like the Heath bars as well, like the chocolate covered toffee. That's really good. And then third for maybe I like the sugar coated sour gummy worms, whatever those are, like the trolleys.
Trolleys.
Yeah, those are stinking amazing. I don't like I like sour stuff. I don't like the stuff like the warheads where it makes you like.
I don't like warheads either. Like I'll eat them, but
see, I don't want something that makes my jaw lock.
Yeah,
and it makes me rethink like past decisions in my life.
Yeah,
I want to be taken to a happy place whenever I eat candy, not like I want to punch a hole in the wall.
But I also on all of it, if you put any of it in the freezer, it automatically gets better.
Except for Skittles.
Oh, yeah. No, not like this. I'm talking about any of my chocolate candies.
Oh, yeah.
In the freezer, they get better. Like a frozen Reese's Sticks is like, it's killer. Frozen Kit Kat, frozen Reese's Cup. I've never done the Hershey's Cookies and Cream, but I imagine that's amazing as well.
So
frozen Snickers is really good, too.
I was about to say, so like the most popular candy bar in all of the United States is the Snickers bar.
Really?
By far. It is by
Reese's Cup?
By a long shot, dude.
Wow.
By a long shot. And so I was going to say, like, do you like Snickers?
Oh, yeah. I do like Snickers. It would probably be in the top 10 at least.
Yeah.
I like Snickers. I like Twix. You know, as you saw, I just ate one.
Yeah.
Twix would be my favorite of what you have on this desk.
Oh, yeah, they're good. I like the little cookie in it. Now, so I was reading, and this was a pretty weird week preparing for this podcast. So I'm using my hours at work studying up candy.
Chewy fruity.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. It probably falls in that category of fruit Tootsie Rolls. But
Yeah.
so there was a study that was done for obviously the best candy bar in all of America, but then they classified it by state. And the number one candy sold in West Virginia is Blow Pops. Them terrible suckers that's got like that 5-second flavor gum in the middle of it.
I do like a Blow Pop, but I couldn't tell you the last time I bought one.
Yeah. Blow Pops, number one West Virginia candy is a Blow Pop.
That is really weird. I wonder, like, who around the state is stockpiling those.
Yeah, like how can who's buying more of those than any other thing? It is weird. Now, can you get down with like suckers for the most part?
Yeah, I don't understand now that I'm an adult a dum-dum, but
yeah, that's a waste.
There's not much to it, but I do like Blow Pops, and what's the favorite sucker at our house is the caramel apple ones that come out at Halloween time.
Oh yeah. Those are pretty good.
Those are good, except for they get stuck on your teeth really bad.
Yeah,
those are really good. I'll tell you, when it comes to candy, a combination. I don't really eat Butterfingers.
Oh, I love
except
Butterfingers.
I like them a lot, but I wouldn't just like if I'm at the candy section of a gas station. I'm never choosing a Butterfinger ever.
Yeah.
But the only time that I want a Butterfinger is you ever eat Butterfinger with buttered popcorn at the movie? You take a couple bites, you put a little bit of popcorn in your mouth, put the Butterfinger in on top of it. The combination of those two things, I'm telling you, will make your head spin.
Yeah.
It's like something magical.
Now, I've had like popcorn that had like cookies and cream flavoring on it whenever Kim and Christian got married. We went to their wedding and they had
that was good.
That was good. I don't like salty and then sweet stuff put together.
Yep.
So
I had it on Thanksgiving again, and yeah, it's the best.
Because like popcorn, whenever it's popped, it's not naturally salty. What happens? It's the butter and the flavoring that they put on it.
Yeah, like Megan doesn't like to get buttered popcorn at the movies.
Yeah.
Her parents don't eat buttered popcorn either. My parents eat nothing but buttered popcorn. So so for when we go to the movies, we have issues being able to share popcorn because of this. Because I'm the type, I tell the guy at the movies, and y'all know I've got the movie pass, so I'm there all the time.
Yeah.
I tell, when I buy a popcorn, don't just fill the thing up and butter it from the top.
No.
Put a little bit in,
layers.
layer it with the butter. Put a little bit in, put the butter. Because I don't want to get halfway through my bucket and end up with no butter on my popcorn.
Yeah.
So I like it that much.
Yeah.
Megan wants to eat popcorn with no flavor whatsoever. No butter. Yeah, I just can't do that.
That's kind of crazy.
So I'm telling you, you get the popcorn with the butter and Butterfingers, and it's my favorite movie snack. I would go to that over any other movie snack.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it just works really good together.
Yeah. Now, talking about the suckers, what we were on, and we understand that dum-dums are just this pointless.
Yeah, they're just for bankers.
What?
Yeah, like banks, they put them out to give to kids.
Oh,
That's the only purpose for a dum-dum.
Yeah, it's just to kind of
Or if you're a cheapskate on Halloween. Yeah.
That's what the kids around me get.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. You come to my house at Halloween, you're getting the cheap stuff, or you're getting whatever our kids had last year.
Yeah. It's almost to the point to where I just want to get like a big dum-dum poster so people see what I'm giving, and they just keep on walking past.
All you got to do next Halloween is just go to all the banks around Charleston and get dum-dums for your kids. Don't let them eat them, and then there you go. You get your Halloween candy for next year.
Yeah. I found out that they have like all the classic flavors, cherry, blue raspberry. They have a root beer and stuff like that. But I found out the mystery flavor that they have,
Mm-hmm.
They have a mystery flavor. And the reason that they have that, it's a combination of two flavors whenever they're switching over like So whenever they run a batch of cherry and they're about to do blue raspberry, they won't clean out the pots. They'll just put the blue raspberry stuff in there, like just to match the equal parts cherry and blue raspberry. Mix it all together, and that's what they call their mystery flavor. So sometimes you'll get like root beer and orange, or like it's like whatever it is, and that's why they call it the mystery flavor. It's a mixture of two different flavors.
Do you know what the white Airhead is?
Ooh, no. No, I should look that up.
But I do love Airheads.
Yeah. Airheads are good for like the baseball park.
Yeah. I like taking the whole thing and rolling it up and putting the whole thing in my mouth all at once, because then the juices just get like flowing and it tastes so good. But I like putting the whole thing. Like, I'm not going to sit there and eat it bite by bite. That's so weird. Same thing with Skittles. Like if I took these Skittles right here, I would take the whole bag straight into the mouth. One tilt, chew them up so the way they get all put together, and then I would just sit there and suck on all of that and let the juices just go.
I'm so OCD. Like, I go through the bag of Skittles or the Starburst, and I open it up and I separate everything. So if like I've got like these little like Starburst packs that's got like 2 in it, and then it's wrapped again. For the people that are listening, see, I got all this stuff from Halloween still in this jar, but I'll separate it because I got to eat all the lemons out of the way, and that's even if I convince myself to eat the lemon. Like most of the time, I just throw that stuff away because it's a waste of time. And then I eat like the orange, like with Skittles, I'll eat the orange next, then the purples, and then the reds.
Seeing all the Starburst and Skittles reminds me of Andy Dwyer. He says that he likes his favorite candy is a Starburst with a Skittle and a Starburst.
Yeah.
He said, "Do you know what we call it?" And she's like, "Starburst Surprise." Like, no, that's awesome.
That's a way better name.
Yeah, it's like Skittle sandwich. So I'm like, yeah, that's Andy Dwyer's favorite is a Starburst, a Skittle, and another Starburst Skittle sandwich.
Yeah. Like us in America, like we're known for kind of going overboard with certain things, but they're only 2% of the calories that we take in contributes or comes from candy. So less than 2% of the calories in the American diet come from candy, which is surprising because like it's everywhere. It's at the ballpark. It's at the basketball courts. It's in my office.
In your office,
yeah.
I mean, the 2 that I just had are probably the first 2 pieces of candy I've had in weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that makes sense. But once I've had candy, then I really want candy. Like I just had that Twix and that Snickers, and now I really do want all of this on your desk right now. But I know that I should not do that.
Yeah. Now there's some obviously some movies that are associated with candy as well, and I'm a huge fan of the classic, the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory with Gene Wilder.
The classic, way better than the
Johnny Depp one.
Yeah, the Johnny Depp one, which is actually Megan's favorite one.
Really?
Yeah.
It's so weird. Like it's too.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, the first one seemed like a real movie. The second one feels just like it's just weird. I don't get it.
Yeah. Like you don't whenever you watch the original Willy Wonka, you can imagine yourself going inside that factory with all them edible everything and being in there, and you're like, okay, like this is awesome. But whenever you watch the new one, there's no connection. I can't put myself in that movie.
Johnny Depp's
without wanting to choke that dude.
Yeah, Johnny Depp's Willy Wonka is just so creepy compared to Gene Wilder. Like Gene Wilder's was like somewhat ominous and like mysterious, but I didn't think Gene Wilder was creepy.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp is straight up creepy in that movie. Yep. Like for it to be a kid's movie, I don't like that at all. But the original Willy Wonka is one of my favorite movies ever. Like, I just, absolutely love it.
I was thinking, I watched it for science, obviously, for research purposes for this. There's a part in that movie where Veruca Salt, she eats that one candy, and it's like the whole meal in the candy.
Oh,
so
yeah.
she's like, oh, it's like turkey and ham and gravy and potatoes. Oh, I can taste it. The vegetables and all this.
Yeah.
Oh, and blueberry pie. And so like, then obviously it doesn't work out for her because they don't have like the formula figured out or whatever. But if they ever came up with something like that, would you ever be eating a piece of candy that had like the whole meal on it?
Yeah, I'm definitely down for that, for sure. But like, I mean, what kid ever saw that movie and didn't want to go into that room that they get to go into that's all nothing but edible stuff?
Oh yeah.
Like, I mean, that's like, it's so iconic. Like, you're like, you got to be kidding me. Did you see Mr. Beast made a video where he recreated, he made his own chocolate factory, and it's awesome. But yeah, definitely Gene Wilder over Creepy Pants any day. I don't like I don't like the grandparents in the new one. Like for me, like Grandpa Joe, that dude is just classic.
Yeah.
Like you can't recreate him.
I don't know. I have issues with Grandpa Joe though.
In the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why is that dude why are they all laid up in bed?
For 40 years.
Yeah. Like, come on, bro.
And then he's like, wait, I get to go to a candy factory.
Yeah, you get to go to a candy factory. I can walk again.
Yeah.
Like, you need to go get your butt and get you a job. Because y'all are having cabbage with cabbage for dinner tonight. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's now as an adult, you're like, I'm sorry. I don't care. I love my family to death.
Yeah.
I'm not putting my bed next to their bed while we all interlock legs back and forth.
You know how they had to film that? Someone told me like the middle of all that was like completely cut out to where their legs could just be like hanging out and not actually like laid up in bed.
Yeah.
Or something. But that whole thing, like what family is like, oh yeah, grandma and grandpa sleep here and grandma and grandpa sleep here.
Yeah.
Like right next to each other. Like no. And if you can get up and go to a chocolate factory, you can go work somewhere too.
Yeah. So you can go up and get a job at the chocolate factory.
The one thing about that movie, and I fast forward it now that I have fast forwarding capabilities, like when I was young watching it, like fast forwarding something was a big pain, but now it's not.
Yeah, because it was probably on a VHS.
Yeah.
And so you're like, oh, I got it to the part.
I fast
and then it's like rolling the credits.
Cheer Up Charlie every single time I see it now.
Cheer Up Charlie?
Yeah, the song that his mom sings when she's doing laundry.
Oh, yeah.
It drags on because it's the scene like right before things start really getting good, and that song just drags on and on and on and on, and I just don't like that song at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's sometimes like you find with like those old movies, you got to take the good with the bad.
Yeah. I love the opening credits with all the different chocolate stuff in the opening credits.
Oh, it's great.
Oh, man.
I saw an episode of what is it? Those dudes from Vegas that have like the gold and silver pawn shop.
Oh, yeah.
What is that called? Pawn Stars.
Pawn Stars, yeah.
And he went and tried to acquire the original Willy Wonka chocolate bar. It's not like a bar. It's just like a piece of wood with like the wrapper on it. And the prototype for the everlasting gobstopper.
Yeah.
And the dude, the original owner wanted too much money for it.
Yeah.
He wanted like $1 million.
I would like to know why in that movie the everlasting gobstopper looks like a bunch of Starbursts put together. And then when they took the everlasting gobstopper to market to actually buy this just little round
just
pieces
circles
of candy, like why did they not recreate the thing from the movie?
Yeah.
I always thought that was weird too, because by the time we were able to buy everlasting gobstoppers, they looked totally different from the movie.
Yeah, the book is by a guy, I can't even pronounce his name. I think it's Roald, Roald Dahl or something like that. It's the author. He's the guy who actually wrote the book, and it was way before the movie came out. And so I'm pretty sure somebody was just like, "Oh, that name's not licensed or copyrighted. Let's just go snatch it up." And so they just took the easy way out.
Yeah, I think I've got a sermon series idea actually based on this movie. I've never sat down to like fully flesh it out, but like every one of the kids in it has a different like vice that led to how they got kind of jacked up in the movie that I think would make for a great sermon series. Sometime you could call it golden ticket or something like that.
Pure imagination.
Yeah, but like all of them have some sort of different vice that like really calls out like brokenness and humanity in different ways, which was the whole point of the movie. Like I'm sure everyone is able to see that. Like, but yeah, that was. I told you we'd be able to talk about Jesus even in the midst of a candy thing.
Yeah.
Because I think that would make for a great series sometime.
Yeah. Now, what about Wreck-It Ralph? Huge candy theme in that movie. Did you like that one?
I started
Get
that.
out.
Yeah, I know. I started it and I never got to finish it.
What?
Yeah,
it's a good one.
I liked what I saw of it, but then I don't know what happened. I never ended up finishing it.
Yeah. What are you doing tonight? You've got Disney Plus. You should carve out 2 hours of your time. And
I'm probably not going to do that because I'm telling you, I talked about this on Sunday. I am like hardcore into Christmas now.
Yeah.
And so I'm only watching Christmas programming. Like, and I've been doing this since the week before Thanksgiving. Like I had already watched the first Home Alone and the first Santa Claus movie before Thanksgiving. Like, I can't stop. I'm insatiable with it. Like, we were laying in bed last night, and normally I would turn on Brooklyn Nine-Nine or Parks and Rec or The Office, one of those things on Peacock that I normally just fall asleep to. No. I turned on some, like, love story Christmas movie on Netflix. Yeah.
Like Hallmark?
It wasn't a Hallmark movie, but it would have probably been something similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how bad I've got the Christmas thing right now. It's weird. So I'll hit Wreck-It Ralph in January. Plus we're actually going to do our first baseball practice tonight. We start playing in March, so it's never too early to get going, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's a little early.
So I'm not watching Wreck-It Ralph tonight. Whatever I do watch will be Christmas themed.
Yeah.
I even got up this morning. We got up early this morning. And I got ready and went down and started watching that Christmas movie again. Like,
yeah, no, I don't want to do anything Christmas.
Yeah, I don't know. Other than I'm not listening to the Christmas music very much in the car right now, but I am like just all in on.
Yeah,
like we've watched a ton of Christmas movies already.
Yeah, for me, it's just the obligation that comes with the holiday. Like I understand like what we celebrate, and I think that's super important to, teach your kids. And I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer for my kids by any means or any stretch of the imagination, but I just hate the obligation that comes with everything that comes like you just like we're expected to do this and go do this and go do here and go do that, and it's just always too much. It's too much.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
No, I don't want to do it.
I'm getting worse the older I get too. Like the more I want to
dye your beard white.
Like I will go and I took our family to see the lights last year, probably like 3, 4, 5 times. They were the same lights every time we went. But like anytime we were passing by that area, I was like, hey, y'all want to stop and go see them again? Like just yeah, I don't know. I've got a problem.
You should do a sermon series one year from the perspective of Santa. Dye your beard white, put on the Santa suit, and one of your taglines could be Jesus is ho ho holy.
Oh my goodness gracious. If we had a jar, I would make you put a quarter in it for that one. I just totally threw that Tootsie Roll away.
No, that's fine. You could actually go through all of these.
Yeah, I want to do like the whole Ron Swanson with the vegan bacon. He's like, I'll have
another,
please. Just throws it in the trash. I want to do that with all these Tootsie Rolls.
Sir,
another, please.
I can't give you any more. And then April comes up. I'll take a piece and then throws it away. All right, one last crazy statistic that I thought was pretty interesting. Even though you said that you didn't like the M&Ms, but the M&M's factory every 8 hours cranks out 2 billion with a B M&Ms.
Every hour?
Every hour. 2 billion. I did the math. You want to know what that comes out to every single minute? They make 4 million M&Ms a minute.
I just don't get that.
You're like, that's a waste of time. I think it would be different if the chocolate was good, but the chocolate's not that good.
Yeah, it's just so plain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't with M&M's.
All right. Time for a mystery meat.
Oh,
I know this one's
goodness.
felt. Yeah, this one's felt. And Anna's dumped a whole bunch in here, too, so you get the best of both worlds. It's either her head or my head. If you met a genie, what would your 3 wishes be?
Goodness gracious. What would my 3 wishes be?
Come on, Scott. Just play the game.
Oh. All right, are there any stipulations with these genies? Are you allowed to wish for more wishes?
No, just like the
Then my first
just
wish
like
is
the
for more
Aladdin.
genies.
More genies?
Yeah, so you said I can't wish for more wishes. You did not say I could not wish for more genies.
Yeah, the stipulations are just like Aladdin.
Sweet. Then I wish for more genies.
Okay. If you can't have more genies, then you have to have 3 wishes, and you can't
Just
have
3 wishes?
just 3 wishes.
Oh, goodness. Infinite money. Am I allowed to? Is that a legit wish?
Absolutely, it's one of
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say infinite, but
No, infinite. I just whatever I need.
yeah.
Yeah. So I could pay the church's debt off.
Yes.
That would be the number one thing. That would be my number one wish. Just please pay Southridge Church's debt off.
Yeah.
And if you're listening to this out on the internet and you just happen upon us and you are independently wealthy, we would love for you to get us out of debt.
Then
All
begin
for
to go south
the glory
church
of Jesus.
Yes.
And I'm going to throw this Tootsie Roll away.
Yep. No, that's fine. I'm gonna join you and throw
that
some
would
away.
be that would be number one. And
That solves a lot of problems too.
Yeah.
That solves housing. That solves
Yeah,
vehicles. That solves bills.
So past that, I mean, I would love if the genie could figure out how to make people nicer. I don't know if that's possible. Starting with me.
Starting with you.
Starting with me. Maybe that genie could figure out how to give M&M's some flavor.
Yeah. That's a waste of a wish.
Yeah, that's definitely a waste of a wish. Can that genie allow me to eat my 3 favorite candies and not gain weight? Because if so, I would be in on that. If I could,
Yeah.
if that genie was like, all right, calories no longer count for you,
Yeah.
that would be dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd want a debit card that I could use it and I don't have to worry about a balance.
And if
ever.
that genie could get rid of the pain in my knees, also, that would be wonderful.
That money gonna take care of that for you, though. You can go see the best knee doctors ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that I've often thought about this, and I've thought about very practical things. Like because money solves a lot of.
Well, it's good to have a plan for this, just due
Just
to
in
the
case.
likelihood of.
Dude, I rub
of
every
this.
single stupid lamp I come across
Like,
just in case.
That's what you do on your Saturdays. You just go to antique shops,
just-
just looking for lamps.
Just rubbing the lamps. No, nuts. This one's spent. But but I always think of like practical things, and then I also think of like highly impractical things. Like practical things, like obviously money would be one of those things. Church out of debt, give to so many incredible causes just to help solve a lot of the issues in the world. And
Can this genie make me taller?
no, unfortunately not. There's
Can
not
it-
enough power anywhere in the world to help you out with
Can
that.
it make me grow my hair back?
Sure.
Then that might be one of them.
Could you imagine like one day you just randomly show up and you've got like Elvis Presley? I'm sorry guys, I wish for Elvis hair.
Yeah, it would look very weird. Then they would be like, man, he found a genie. So,
I'm gonna get you an Elvis toupee for Christmas.
yep.
Alrighty, man. This is a fun one. It's just good to kind of knock off every once in a while. It's the time of the year to be able to do so.
Yeah.
Laugh with us. We hope that you've enjoyed it. Let us know in the comments if you're on Facebook or YouTube watching this, or send us an email at pastorspotluckpodcast@gmail.com letting us know your favorite candies, or if you've got a better mystery meat question than the 3 Wishes Genies. But we love you. We thank you for your continued support and listening, and we hope that you have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you next Friday. Thank you so much for listening in with us today. We really appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You can also follow us on social media, on Facebook, Instagram, and you can also watch the video version of this on YouTube as well. All you have to do is search up the Pastor's Potluck Podcast. From all of us here, we want to say thank you, and we'll see you next week.